Hello and a warm welcome to this special broadcast where the Federal, its sister concern, Puthiya Talamarai Group, and the APT Research Group have conducted an all India pre-poll survey just ahead of the Lok Sabha elections to gauge the mood of the voters. Now, this pre-poll survey was conducted between December 2023 and January 2024. Now, through this survey, we have brought certain set of findings for you along with the vote share predictions for 2024, also a comparison of the vote share, what it was, and we'll try and bring you the seat share projections of various states. We have already spoken about Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Kerala, and West Bengal. We've spoken about Gujarat and Maharashtra. So all these states we've already spoken about. The two states which we will be taking up today are Jharkhand and Bihar. Of course, the two states where there was a lot of upheaval recently, a lot of action from the center as well. So it will be interesting. So let's go straight away to the questions which were asked from the voters in Jharkhand. Jharkhand is the first state which we will pick up. And let me introduce you to the panelists and then we'll show you the question graphics. We have with us Manoj Prasad, who's been a former Indian Express journalist, and currently he is the editor-in-chief and the founder of JharkhandStateNews.com. Manoj, thank you so much for joining. We have Ashok Mishra joining us from Bihar. He's a very senior journalist and a renowned voice from Bihar. Thank you so much for joining. We have Raghuram T, who's the president of the APT Research Group, which conducted this pre-poll survey. So let's get straight now to the questions. And these are the questions. The first question which you will see, these are the first set of questions which were asked from the voters in Jharkhand. So, which among the following describes best the change in your economic status in the past 5 years? Had seen a change for the better, 37.95%, has remained the same, 41.75%, has deteriorated, 13.61%, other opinion, 0.69%, can't say don't know is 6%. Then the next question, which was asked from the voters in Jharkhand, which according to you are the top 3 initiatives of the government led by PM Modi? UPI, that is a digital payment gateway, 55.54, supply of free rations to over 80 crore people since COVID, 52.31, providing safe drinking water through taps to households in rural areas through Jal Jeevan Mission, 34.03, financial assistance to farmers through direct benefit transfer, 45.10, significantly enhancing India's stature internationally, 42.62. Significantly improving the quality standards of our national highways, 31.60. Another opinion, 3.69. Some more questions which were asked from the voters in Jharkhand. Look at this. Are you a beneficiary of any of the schemes implemented by the central government? Yes, 23.01. No, 74.86. Other opinion, 0.35. And say don't know is 1.79. The next question, which amongst the following issues will determine your voting intention in the forthcoming Lok Sabha elections? Price rise, 31.37. Unemployment, 29.99. Modi continuing as Prime Minister, 35.58. Stable government, 4.38. New government at the center, 10.21. Other issues, 1.04. Some more questions. And these are the last 2 questions. And then we will go on to the panel discussion. Who are your top 3 all-time favorite prime ministers of India? What does the Jharkhand voter say? Jawaharlal Nehru, 33.79. Indira Gandhi, 41.00. VP Singh, 7.79. Rajiv Gandhi, 28.20. Narasimha Rao, 12.80. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, 39.45. Dr. Manmohan Singh, 27.39. And Narendra Modi, 70.24%. Then the next question, who amongst the opposition party leaders do you think will make a good prime ministerial candidate? Arvind Kejriwal, 16.15, Akhilesh Yadav, 4.09, Mamata Banerjee, 4.67, Nitish Kumar, 4.44, Rahul Gandhi, 18.63, and Sharad Pawar, 3.63. So it's very clear that the Jharkhand voter, if they want to see the opposition leader as a PM candidate, it is Rahul Gandhi. And of course, Narendra Modi remains the most popular prime minister amongst the list of so many prime ministers. 70.24% people saying that Narendra Modi is more popular. Now, I want to go to Raghuram first, just to get the key takeaways from this data set, which we have just shared of the Jharkhand voters, and then I'll go to Manoj Prasad. Yes, Raghuram, over to you.
The key takeaways are 41.75% of the respondents have said that their economic status has remained the same. The UPI supply of free rations and financial assistance to farmers are the top three uh, programs implemented by the central government as far as Jharkhand voters are concerned. 23.01% of the respondents have said that they are a direct beneficiary of any scheme by the central government.
Right.
35.58% of the respondents have said Modi continuing as Prime Minister will influence their voting decision.
Hmm.
Prime Minister Modi has the backing of 70.24% of the respondents when they the top three all-time favorite prime ministers of India. Rahul Gandhi, with a backing of 18.63%, emerges as the top opposition leader. The voters feel uh, for a prospective ministerial candidate.
All right. All right. Now let me go to Manoj Prasad. Manoj Prasad, I want to come to the first question which was asked from the voters in Jharkhand, and that is that which among the following describes best the change in your economic status? And 41.75 people have said that it has remained the same. So the economic status has not changed. And the people who are saying that it has deteriorated, that is 13.61. So do you think that there is a certain resentment against regarding this, maybe because there are multiple factors, and we'll go to the price rise a little later, but the economic status hasn't changed and it has remained the same. What does it really show about the Jharkhand voter?
It's the data collected by your organization. Somehow I do not have any basis to challenge that. But one thing I tell you, I keep traveling from village to village and urban area. What about the road network, particularly of the highways, has been really improved like anything. Second, this Ujjwala Yojana and this toilet scheme, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, has reached village level. It is from these two, actually, Ujjwala Yojana and this Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, through which they have implemented toilet, etc., etc. This has actually brought about visible change at the grassroots level. That is what I see. The response of the electorates varies from place to place. But one thing, actually, as the data also show, that you people have collected, that after Indira Gandhi as Prime Minister, to my mind, as far as I see, we go to whether it's a tribal village, whether it's a minority-ridden village, or anywhere else, you find only one name, that is Modi. So that you come to very popular among the electorates. And these three important actually projects have made a fundamental change there at the grassroots level. And the fourth thing that I would like to tell you that has not been covered by many of the surveyors in the country, that is one institution called Common Service Center. Common Service Center. Previously, in earlier comments, it was called, state-wise name was different. In Jharkhand, it was called Pragya Kendra. It is actually institution of the government of India today. CSU, this is called Common Service Center. Now it is PSU. Prime Minister Modi led government has set up one PSU. And that PSU is called Common Service Center. It is there throughout the state. In every village, there are 3-4 common service centers. And through common service centers, they are basically selling even Maruti cars and
Right.
Tata's cars. And the dealership amount of commission that they get and all this being given to CSU operator. So this has brought about a fundamental change. And I tell you, last year, when 2019 election had taken place and Modi ji had directly interacted with CSE operators throughout the country. Even in Jharkhand, I had seen he operated and got connected with CSE operators throughout throughout the state at a go. So
Right.
this fundamental change I see has
Oh, of course,
brought
that
about a
fundamental
lot of
change.
change at the grassroots.
Right, that's understandable. The fundamental change you are talking about is quite understandable. But what I would like to understand from you is that our data set on the factors which can determine the voting intention, price rise, 31.37% people say that, that will impact their voting behavior. Unemployment is 29.99. And Modi continuing as Prime Minister, 35.58. And Modi still remains the most popular Prime Minister for the Jharkhand voter also. So how are these factors of price rise and unemployment really going to play out? Do people in Jharkhand really hold Modi responsible for this?
Three things you have pointed out. First, let me pick up price rise. Price rise is one fundamental problem that at the grassroots level, it matters a lot. In every family, it matters. But it is an ongoing process which has been going on. If you go to the village level also, the price rise has taken place, but the income also has increased. The salaries of people have increased. So it is not paining them. It is not paining them to the extent that, for instance, my maid, my cook, who is actually working in my place, she used to get about 3,000 rupees in 2015. Now she is getting 8,000 rupees. So the rise in the salary actually and the increase in the commodities is basically balancing somehow the other. And there is a resentment. People are critical of this price rise. But other factors, basically, that Modi government actually has reached to them is neutralizing this particular problem. And this neutralizing is to the extent that they have almost forgotten about price rise. Second point is unemployment. Unemployment is an ongoing process. It has been going on and on and on forever. And let me tell you, what used to happen in Jharkhand at the grassroots level, people used to migrate to Bombay, Chennai, Delhi, and other places. I have visited one place, Khuti, very recently. There I learned that after COVID-19 attack, many people who had come back from Delhi, they have come back and started doing farming here. So they are basically not only looking around for jobs there in the government or private sector, but they are using their land for cultivation purposes. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is, you raise this voice of unemployment, and problem is there of unemployment definitely, but at the ground level, you see, these unemployed lot have also found some kind of platform to you. I am here in Ranchi. I look around for one electrician. I look around for one plumber. I don't get it. For 5 days, 6 days, I have to keep waiting because he is very, very busy. I have 3-4 electricians and all. I'm telling you, honestly, nobody is available because they are packed with work. They are packed with contact work. So the scene is the people say, no, job ka hai. Job opportunities is maybe one problem, but I'm telling you today the youth is demanding, I will not do this job, I'll do that job. This is where the change has come about.
There is, right. So I'll interrupt you here because the time is limited. We have to discuss the second state as well. So what you're saying is that even if the people are afflicted with issues like price rise and unemployment, but they do have a number of choices. And because of those choices, they look like in a comfortable situation to rehabilitate themselves is something what you're pointing out. Now, let me put out on the screen for you the vote share predictions for 2024, and then we'll get you the comparison also. So here the chart is for you. This is the pre-poll survey conducted by Federal, Putya Talamarai, and Apt Research Group. And here is a vote share prediction for 2024. BJP with a vote share of 65.34, Congress 16.38, JMM 6, AJSU is 1.38, JVMP 0.46, other opinion 2.31, and can't say don't know is 8.13. So if this is the 2024 vote share, what were the figures in 2019? Let's put out this comparative chart for you. For Jharkhand again, And here is a comparative vote share. 2019 BJP was 51.61, sorry, and then it has jumped to 65.34. Congress in 2019 had a vote share of 15.83, and there's a marginal jump, 16.38. JMM was 11.66 in 2019, and it has come down to 6. AJSU was 4.39%, and it has come down further to 1.38. JVMP was 5.08, and now it has fallen down drastically to 0.46. RJD was 2.45, and for 2024, we do not know what their vote share prediction will be. Other opinion, 2.31. So let me go straight to Raghuram now on this. Raghuram, the vote share percentage, what according to you, was the striking factor when you were conducting the pre-poll survey in Jharkhand? And according to the vote share percentage, it's very clear that people are inclined towards BJP. You'll have to unmute yourself. Raghuram, unmute yourself.
Yes, only 10% of the voters have said they are looking for a change in government at the center. So I don't think the Jharkhand voters are looking for a change at the center. It is reflected by the over two-thirds support for Prime Minister Modi as a prime ministerial candidate. As far as the vote percentage is concerned, the BJP has gained 13.73 percentage points when compared to its performance in 2019. Congress's vote share has marginally seen a rise, but their alliance partner JMM's vote share has seen a dip of nearly 6 percentage points. So even as an alliance, Congress, JMM, they have two more allies with them. Their vote share has taken a dip. So about 8% of the voters are undecided. So which way they will vote will also add to the vote share of the main parties in the fray. But one significant point is that the recent arrest of the former JMM Chief Minister, Mr. Soren, in case it triggers an Andhra type of a sympathy for Mr. Soren, the vote share, the support base for the main political parties might change.
Right.
Because in Andhra Pradesh, Mr. Naidu's arrest and his subsequent release almost reversed the trend. I mean, made it a close fight as far as our findings are concerned. It was not so a few months back. So that is a significant factor that will come into play in Jharkhand in the forthcoming elections.
Right. But I want to ask Manoj Prasad that the likely vote share prediction for BJP is 45.35. Now, do these figures really match up with the sentiment on the ground as far as the Lok Sabha elections are concerned? Manoj, over to you.
There are two things that I'd like to point out. One, that in this actually entire voting patterns and the parties mentioned, JVMP figure is no more alive because Babulal Marandi, he was Jharkhand Vikas Mukti Morcha or something. He has already joined BJP. So therefore, JVMP doesn't exist as a political party, number one. Number two, as far as the data that shows about 65.34% vote in favor of BJP, to
Yes,
my mind, I mean, I can
5.4%.
always...
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. What I'm trying to tell you is that this is the data that you have gathered. You have your own mechanism to do it. But I tell you, it varies. The data will definitely, in your what you call it, analysis or entire collection of the district-wise, you'll find a difference. The data cannot be actually witnessed in the state level. It is okay, but at the ground level, it varies from constituency to constituency. You know, Jharkhand is dominated to 27% comprise tribal votes, and tribals are divided into both Christian tribals and non-Christian tribals, and there is no actually community that will vote in favor of one group. But to my mind, I am telling you, somehow the other, due to one reason or the other, tribals are not appear to be very happy with Narendra Modi government.
All right.
Despite the fact that they know that the Prime Minister has and the government actually has got President Murmu as, she has got the first tribal president in the country. But to my mind, to a large section of tribals in the country are somehow or the other not very happy with Modi at the moment, as far as I see. And the arrest of
Manoj, you mentioned about the tribals, but what I want to know from you is that JMM's vote share was 2019. In 2019, it was 11.66. And in 2024, it has come down to 6. And it has come down at a time, this poll was conducted in December 2023 and January 2024. Of course, Hemant's arrest had not happened by that time. So do you see any kind of impact of Hemant's arrest on the way the voters will vote for the Lok Sabha elections? Or do you think that's not going to
I look at it this way. Here our electorates are divided so visibly into different communities. If, in Newton's theory is each action has got equal and opposite reaction. For instance, if some followers of JMM are very unhappy with the Modi government, those actually who are favor of BJP are very happy that he has been sent to jail. Now, it depends upon how people react. To my mind, 74% population, they are non-tribals, and then 17% population minority, particularly Muslim community, they will never back on Modi regime.
Let me go on to the seat share projection for Jharkhand. A pre-poll which has been conducted by Federal, Putya Talamarai and Apt Research Group. The total number of seats in Jharkhand is 14, and BJP is likely to win all 14 seats. Congress is drawing a blank. JMM draws a blank. Manoj, now do these figures...
I do not think this is going to happen.
Okay.
Why?
Why so?
Because in 2019, BJP had contested and won 11 seats. This time, they are contesting election not separately, but with its ally called ASU, All Jharkhand Students Union. Both of them are going to be allies this time. And ASU is going to take minimum 2 seats to contest from. Therefore, BJP, even if BJP wins 100%, it cannot exceed 12. Therefore, I disagree with the conclusion that you have arrived at, that the BJP will be able to get 14. I do not think that is going to happen.
No, so you are saying that the alliances, they are further to be firmed up. We do not know how the campaign will be building up in the coming days. So you think that can the BJP numbers go down below 12?
I don't. Today it is 11. And I think, I don't think it should go down, but it can go down, to my mind. And it's very difficult to say, but yes.
Right. So
you can say
there is a possibility 11, that BJP can go down below 12.
But definitely not 14.
Definitely not 14. Okay, so Raghuram, over to you. JMM and Congress just drawing a blank.
Yes.
Of course, there are worrying signs for the opposition here, but are they going to perform so badly as what is being projected in the pre-poll?
See, in the last Lok Sabha elections, BJP got 11 seats. Their alliance partner, AJSU, got 1 seat. So totally they got 12 seats. Congress and its ally JMM got 2 seats.
Can I interfere? Can I just...
Yes,
Last time in 2019, elections were held.
Your internet is very, very unstable. I'm losing your audio in between, Manoj.
And
yes.
What I'm saying is, in 2019 elections, BJP and ASU were not allies; they were enemies. They were not to fought elections together. They fought separately. So therefore, BJP won 11 and...
All right, Raghuram. Yeah, you go ahead.
So compared to the last elections, the vote share of the BJP on one hand, the Congress and JMM vote share has come down significantly. So I see very little chances of they, based on our data, I see very little chances of they able to get more, any seats at all based on our opinion poll findings.
Hello.
Manoj, I want to ask you one question. Manoj, are you able to hear me? I'm wanting to ask you a question on Congress and JMM. That is their performance going to be as bad as what is being projected in the pre-poll, or you really see some slight chance of their being, on the revival path?
I do not think they are going to be on the revival path. It is very difficult. Congress, JMM exists, but political, actually, you can say apparatus at the grassroots level. It all depends upon the individuals who contest elections. They build their own, team, and they. But organization-wise, Congress party doesn't exist at all in Jharkhand.
All right. All right. Fine. All right.
Can you
so,
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You said that Congress is almost negligible when it comes to its organization. So probably that is the reason why JMM's vote share has also gone down. So we'll have to wait and watch how things unfold in Jharkhand. But as of now, BJP is likely to win all the Lok Sabha seats, which is being projected by the pre-poll survey conducted by the Federal, Putya Talamarai, and App Research Group. Thank you so much, Manoj, for joining. And if you want to stay on to hear what is happening on Bihar, you can stay on. If you may like to exit, I will allow you to do so. But let me go on to Bihar now, which is the most sought after state. And let's straight away go to the questions which were asked from the voters in Bihar, and then we'll go to our friend Ashok Mishra. So here's the screen for you. Which among the following describes best change in your economic status in the past 5 years? Has seen a change for the better, 28.06, has remained the same, 40.89, has deteriorated, 29.29, other opinions, 0.44, can't say don't know is 1.32. Then the next question, which according to you are the top 3 initiatives of the government led by PM Modi? UPI, 64.50, supply of free rations to over 80 crore people since COVID, 81.59. Providing safe drinking water through taps to households in rural areas through Jal Jeevan Mission is 52.74. Financial assistance to farmers through direct benefit transfer, 21.79. Significantly enhancing India's stature internationally, 19.49. Significantly improving the quality standards of our national highways, 27.18. Other opinion, 7.10. Let's go to the next set of questions. Are you a beneficiary of any of the schemes implemented by the central government? Yes, 551.71. No, 47.11. Other opinion, 0.29. Can't say don't know is 0.88. Then price rise. You come on to the next question. Which amongst the following issues will determine your voting intention in the forthcoming Lok Sabha elections? Price rise, 26.74. Unemployment, 29.14. Modi continuing as PM, 30.61. Stable government, 2.69%. New government at the center, 12.73. Other issues, 3.28%. Next set of questions which were asked from the voters in Bihar. Who are your top 3 all-time favorite prime ministers of India? Jawaharlal Nehru, 38. Indira Gandhi, 49.17. VP Singh, 6.66. Rajiv Gandhi, 28.35. Narasimha Rao, 7.05. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, 46.62. Dr. Manmohan Singh, 31.34. Narendra Modi, 67.97%. Then which among the opposition leaders do you think will make a good PM candidate? 1.35, Akhilesh Yadav, 3.09, that's in the alphabetical order. Mamata Banerjee, 4.85, Nitish Kumar, 14.15, Rahul Gandhi, 12, and Sharad Pawar, 0.49. So Nitish Kumar in Jharkhand is more popular than Rahul Gandhi. Okay, so biggest takeaways, according to you, Raghuram, with this data set of questions which were asked from the voters in Bihar, and then I'll go to Manu. Yes.
Yeah. Free rations is rated number 1, followed by UPI, and then Jal Jeevan Mission. These are the top 3 schemes according to the voters of Bihar. And more than 50% of the voters have said that they are a beneficiary of any of the central government schemes. That is quite high. Then here again, 30.61% of the respondents saying that Modi continuing as Prime Minister will be an influencing factor. Prime Minister's support for Prime Minister Modi at 67.97 is quite high too. And Nitish is scoring better than Rahul Gandhi here as far as Prime Minister candidates from opposition leaders are concerned.
All right.
One I would like to make here now, this prime ministerial candidates, it's a perception rating. Know who the voters perceive to be a better prime ministerial candidate among the names listed here. So it is not necessary that the leader knows this party is strong in that particular state. For instance, Arvind Kejriwal's national average is around 16. It's not that our national vote percentage is around 16. It's only a perception rating. So here too, Arvind Kejriwal, 21.35% of the people rate him higher. It doesn't mean that he's more popular than Rahul or Nitish Kumar in Bihar, or they have a better vote share there. They feel that the way he's tackling Modi is to their liking. Currently because he's pitched against Prime Minister Modi, today they feel he's a better Prime Minister material than the other two. It is not a reflection of the party's strength in the state or the support base for them. Because he's ruling the national capital, Delhi, is there in the news channels all over the country. So awareness level to Arvind Kejriwal is quite high, and his type of politics is liked by around 21.35% of the voters. Irrespective of the party's support, party's voter base in that state. This is one point I thought I should clarify.
All right. So this particular question, which was asked about the voting intention when the people vote and the factors like price rise and unemployment, Ashok, to you now. Price rise, 26.74% of the people say that they would have price rise in their mind before they vote. Unemployment is 29.14. So does it really match up with the sentiment of the ground? Are the people in Bihar really bothered about issues like price rise, like unemployment? How does the sentiment on the ground reflect?
Let me clarify. Price rise and unemployment, these are two issues which are, the people are concerned about it, especially in Bihar, where many people go outside the state for livelihood. So unemployment is definitely an issue in Bihar, and it has become an issue because when Nitish Kumar had joined Mahagathbandhan along with the RJD in 2022, so they had announced, the RJD had announced, the government had announced to provide employment, and the figure was put at 10 lakh employments in days to come, in months to come. So, and during this Mahagathbandhan government, RJD leader, who was then the deputy chief minister, Tejasvi Yadav, is claiming now that he had provided employment. His government, in fact, Nitish and Tejasvi government, they had provided employment to around 4.5 lakh people till date. Now, this factor is the most important factor in Bihar, and it's going to be an electoral issue in the 2024 election also. And the price rise, of course, everyone is concerned about price rise, but the overriding factor, as your survey suggests, that people are saying BJP is gaining, BJP's percentage of vote share is around 45%, as your survey suggests. So overriding factor is the Ram temple, and since Bihar is closer to Ayodhya and Uttar Pradesh, so these sentiments are there. And Sitamarhi, which is the birthplace of Sita. So in North Bihar especially, people are very enthusiastic about the Ram temple, and many people had sacrificed from Bihar while demolition of the Babri Masjid. Now, important factor, I think, is unemployment, which will guide the voting pattern of the voters. It will work very, effectively in the 2025 assembly elections. But in Lok Sabha elections, I believe the Ram temple factor is an overriding factor, and it will guide the sentiments of the voters in days to come. Now, another point you have mentioned about the popularity of the prime ministerial candidates in your survey. Of course, Modi leads the team. Modi has tremendous support as a prime minister. But the Nitish Kumar, who had started as a main prime mover of the India alliance, and who the people of his party, they were demanding that Nitish Kumar is the most suitable candidate for the prime minister after replacing Mr. Narendra Modi. But his graph has gone down because the tendency to switch over from the one party to another has tarnished his image to the extent that now BJP ground level reality is that the BJP people feel that it was a wrong decision by the leadership to bring Nitish Kumar back to the fold once again. However, going by the caste sentiment which works in Bihar, I'll tell you, after coming together of Nitish Kumar and BJP, the vote percentage Nitish has a vote bank of EBC, Nitish has a vote bank of Kurmis and Koiris. So the vote percentage, and the upper caste has vote banks of upper caste vote for BJP. So the vote bank percentage of NDA in Bihar has definitely gone up. But in Bihar, the most other factor which will, which will matter in the days to come is RJD, Rashtriya Janata Dal, which has a basic vote bank of 32%, that is Muslim and Yadav. So these vote bank will matter. They start with 32%. The NDA and other factors, they don't start. But your survey has suggested that the number of seats of JDU is going down. JDU had won 16 seats last year. BJP had won 17 seats.
Right. So we'll come to the seat share projection a little later, but I want to play out for the viewers the vote share prediction of 2024 and also the comparison with 2019, and then straight away we'll play out the seat projection also. So here it goes, a vote share percentage for BJP, which is likely to be predicted in 2024 is 45.35, LJP 1.03, JDU 17.87, RJD is 9.55, Congress 11.61, CPI 0.39, other opinion is 1.52, can't say don't know is 12.68. So let's play out a comparative of the vote share, which is how the figures were in 2019. BJP had a vote share of 24.06. It has jumped to 45.35. Lok Shakti Party, that is LJP, had a vote share of 8.08. It has gone down drastically to 1.03. JDU had a vote share of 22.26. It has gone down to 17.87. RJD had a vote share of 15.68. It has gone down to 9.55. Congress had a vote share of 7.85. And this party seems to be gaining. Congress seems to be gaining to 11.61. Can't say don't know is 12.68. So on the basis of this vote share, let's put out the seat projection and then we will go on to the discussion. Let's have on our screens. So what do the Bihar figures say? Total number of Lok Sabha seats in Bihar is 40. BJP is likely to be winning 37 seats. JDU is likely to win 2 and Congress plus RJD 1. So Ashok, if this is the figure, I'm just wanting to know from you that RJD and Congress, what do you think, which do you think is that one seat probably where this RJD Congress combined can win one seat, or this number is likely to go up, according to you?
Last time the Congress had won only one seat, the RJD had lost. This time, this combination, this will not remain the same combination which was in 2019. The RJD and Congress is definitely going to gain this time. The proportion will be less. Proportion will be definitely less. And now that Nitish Kumar has gone with BJP. So BJP and JDU, both of them are bound to gain in terms of seats. Last time they had 139 seats. This time the seat may go down. One factor which we should not ignore, that the Ramvilas Paswan's son, who is now wavering, he is unhappy with the BJP because the number of seats which he is trying to get, the BJP leadership, it seems it has not given him the Chirag Paswan the assurance that it will give them altogether 6 seats which they had contested last time. Second factor with this LJP is the ongoing battle between Chirag Paswan and his uncle, who is a union minister. So these fights, the BJP is trying to settle. The BJP is trying to settle this dispute between the two. But I think yesterday, the Chirag Paswan had announced that it will contest all the seats. That it shows his anger. It shows that he is not happy.
Oh, are you saying that Chirag Paswan's anger?
Going on
No, Ashok, you are saying that Chirag Paswan seems to be angry, and if he's decided to contest all the seats, so will it work against BJP? Because there were also reports that he's trying to reach out to RJD, and
look, Chirag Paswan holds command of at least 30% of the scheduled caste votes in Bihar. There are 22 scheduled castes in Bihar, in which nearly over 30% votes are of Paswans, the Dusas, which Chirag Paswan holds command. Another factor, another caste in Bihar is Chamars. That is, we don't call Chamar, that is, Ravidas you can call. So they also constitute nearly 30-31% votes. So these two are major votes. Another third major vote of among the 22 castes in Bihar, among the scheduled caste, is Musahars, the former Chief Minister Jitan Ram Maji belongs to. So Musahars constitute nearly 15-16% of the votes. So these three castes are they are in majority among the scheduled castes. So this time, I believe, Chirag Paswan has a sway over his castemen. He can, you can say that he can command the vote of the Musahars. The other caste, he doesn't have any command. If he goes into an alliance with the other caste, the other factors which will weigh eventually in days to come, then only he can have he can win some seats. This time his position is not that good.
But Ashok, what happens to Nitish Kumar, the kind of political switch game which he has been playing? First in Mahagathbandhan, then he joins NDA, then again, people say that, as far when it comes to Vidhan Sabha elections, he might again come back to Mahagathbandhan. Now, how will the voters in Bihar really take, this moniker of Paltu Ram, and will the voters in Bihar take him very seriously?
Well, it's true. It's true. The people, in fact, I will tell you, even the BJP people are not happy with the decision of their leadership to bring back Nitish Kumar into the BJP fold. That is, if you talk to people, they don't speak publicly, but if you talk to people, they are unhappy. But eventually, it's a Lok Sabha election, and it matters, and the Lok Sabha elections, and Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, wants to win the maximum number of seats out of 40 Lok Sabha seats in Bihar. So eventually, they are bound to vote for Narendra Modi. They are not going to vote for Nitish Kumar. They will vote for Narendra Modi. So that is the factor which will work eventually in days to come. Because there are campaigns, when Narendra Modi comes to Bihar, he visits, he addresses electoral rallies. So the mood will definitely change. And the BJP people will have no option but to support Nitish Kumar, because the number of Lok Sabha seats is important than any other factor.
So now let me come to Raghuram. Yes. I'll want to go to Raghuram then, and then I'll take the final comment from you. Raghuram, what does the seat share projection, which you have, the pre-poll which was conducted by you, what does the seat share projection really show? It's a win-win for BJP now with JDU by their side, or still you see some challenges coming from the opposition camp for BJP and JDU combined?
See, one point I would like to clarify. This poll was conducted when Mr. Nitish Kumar was the Chief Minister in alliance with the JDU and RJD. But to insulate the data from any last minute,
Right.
we had taken the voter support independently. So the data is valid even today because even though he might have shifted alliance, the data is valid. Now, uh, as far as our voting intentions are concerned, compared to 2019 elections, BJP's vote share has gone up by 8.99. LJP's vote share has gone down by 6.99, and JDU's vote share has gone down by 4.39 compared to 2019, and RJD's vote share also has gone down by 6.13. Then Congress a marginal rise of 3.76. Now, for the fourth, BJP, LJP, and JDU are likely to fight together. LJP alliance is it finalized or not? I'm not sure. But in case they were to fight together, their combined vote share will be 64.25. The opposition alliance consisting of RJD and Congress will be 21.16. Now, there's a wide gap between the BJP front and the Congress RJD front. So, in all likelihood, based on our data, the BJP will get 37, JDU will get 2. That means 37 plus 2 is 39 for them, and Congress RJD will get 1 seat.
All right. So Congress and RJD, you said, might get 1 seat. But Ashok, can this number rise as well? Beyond this 1 seat, do we see the numbers rising for the opposition, given the fact that, there could be some sympathy coming for RJD in the backdrop of all what has happened recently, the political upheaval?
It's definitely going to rise. I don't see that the NDA, the 2019 NDA, which is now also Nitish has joined the BJP. So the NDA this time is not going to repeat the tally of 2019 NDA. That is 39 seats it had won, and 1 seat had Kishanganj had gone to the Congress. So the tally of RJD Congress combined is definitely going to increase. But as I said, the ratio that will depend. That will depend, and the ratio will not be much.
Right. All right. So for now, BJP is likely to win 37 seats in Lok Sabha. Yes, you wanted to make a point? Quickly, yes.
2015, LJP fought in alliance with the BJP and they got a vote share of 8.02% and they won 6 seats. In case LJP were to switch sides and go over to the Congress RJD combined, definitely the arithmetic will change, and the Congress RJP and the prospective alliance partner LJP might win a few seats. That is, in case there's a development, there'll be a change.
Absolutely. So we'll have to wait and watch how the alliances form up as far as the opposition.
Nilu, the LJP is the third partner.
Yeah.
LJP is the third partner of NDA, is in a very bad shape in Bihar this time.
Okay. But that's what we are saying.
That won 6 seats last time.
Right. Oh, but that's what we are seeing, that if Chirag Paswan switches side and joins the Mahagathbandhan, then the number of seats for the opposition could increase.
You can say that the LJP loss might be RJD Congress gain. You can say that.
Absolutely. So we'll have to wait and watch how things unfold in Bihar. But we'll have to end the program here for tomorrow. The 2 states which we are picking up, they have one thing in common. Both are not by the BJP, and yet the respective state governments have vastly different equations with the BJP. So it will be really interesting to watch these 2 states again. So stay tuned to the Federal. Thank you so much, Ashok Mishra and Raghuram. Thank you so much for joining. And one appeal to the viewers who are watching this pre-poll survey conducted by the Federal, Putya Talamarai and Apt Research Group. Send us your feedback. and subscribe to our channel as well. Thank you so much.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.